British fishermen's concerns about Brexit. Expectations about additional catches were disappointed, and now they have to accept cuts off the coast of Norway. For the time being, fish and chips are only available to the British as imported goods. In the UK, many representatives from the fishing industry ventured on Friday anger over the broken negotiations with Norway. The government had previously confirmed that talks with Oslo about mutual access to the respective waters had failed for the time being. Many seafarers now fear for their jobs. The national dish, fish and chips, could soon become more expensive for the British. Since Britain left the EU at the beginning of this year, the country has had to negotiate bilateral agreements. A framework agreement with Norway was reached last year, but the quotas have to be set anew every year. We made a very fair offer on access to UK waters and the exchange of existing fishing quotas, but we have to come to the conclusion that our positions are too far apart this year, a statement from the UK Department of Agriculture said. But for many industry representatives, this is not good enough. UK Fisheries, which has so far landed most of the British cod catch with the super trawler Kirkeller, reacted indignantly. As a consequence, no Arctic cod caught by the British will be sold by the fish and chip shops for our national dish, complained manager director Jane Sandel, according to a statement. Instead, everything has to be imported by Norwegian fishermen, who don't even have to pay customs duties on it. It is a black day for Great Britain, an embarrassment and a national disgrace. The head of the Association of Fish and Chip Shops, the NFFF, Andrew Crook, fears an impact on prices. We depend on some domestic catch to keep the market stable, and the absence of competition will have an impact on prices, he said, according to a press release. The umbrella organization of the British fisheries organizations, the NFFO, also regretted the failure of the negotiations. So far, the fishermen's frustration and disappointment with Brexit have been driven mainly by unfulfilled expectations. But the lack of an agreement with Norway means a significant step backwards. Opposition leader Keir Starmer of the Labour Party accused Prime Minister Boris Johnson of having betrayed the fishermen. With Brexit, Great Britain also left the EU's common fisheries policy. According to the government, this wanted to revive the local fishing industry and make access to British waters more difficult for European fishermen. But the problem is that most of the fish caught around the British coast are not on the menu in the UK, but are exported to the EU. This is now made more difficult by trade barriers. At the same time, when London left the EU, it also left joint agreements on access to the waters of Norway, Greenland, Iceland, and the Faroe Islands, where the majority of the fish and chip species, such as cod and haddock, are caught. Bilateral agreements are still pending. And many always complained about the EU and their speed. They already have that agreement with Norway. Just saying. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.